in Market America. And I was born in China and came to this country when I was 20 years old. I was a traditional business for 16 years. 18 years ago, as I was going through a career change because my Photoshop business was affected by the digital camera. And my customer introduced me this business. Although that I was in the position to look for opportunity, and then he provides the opportunity, but I still rejected him 3 times because I was resisting change. But he continued to invite me to a point that I thought, what the heck, I'll just take a look at it. That particular night, that particular presentation, it changed my life. And I hope that if you are a guest today, and it would do the same thing to you. And that very first presentation, and it's first time in my life, I realized that there is a residual income normally reserved for the elite super rich. But now through the unfranchised system, an average person can obtain this passive income. And of course, now after 18 years, not only we have time freedom and we have financial freedom, and we can help a lot of people along the way. MarketAmericaShop.com, it provides a system for entrepreneurs to create an ongoing income and become financial independent while providing consumers worldwide with a better way to shop. And through this revolution technology and the power of people, we can create a new economy of the future. And here is the mission statement of shop.com. It doesn't say that you have to have certain education background and financial background and your gender, your age, and it is designed for average person just like you and me. And when we are talking about going into business, and definitely you want to find out is that if the business you are doing is in trend. And right now, what we identify, the 4 trends, it's definitely that we can relate to. For example, retail store is collapsing, especially with this 30-day lockdown, and there's a lot of retail stores suffering. And so a lot of people moving to online purchases. And so that's why you see Amazon.com is hiring 100,000 people to work for them. And also for a lot of people, because especially for going through this period of time with the coronavirus, that people realize that they can have only one job, but they can't have only one source of income. So people are looking for business opportunity to be an entrepreneur. And people like to buy, but they hate to be sold. And so a lot of time people are looking for a particular product for themselves, and they don't really buy the mass marketing. So that's why you see a lot of like magazines, newspaper, advertising, that they're fading out because people going onto social media, they buy their friends' comment more than the advertising. So MarketAmericaShop.com is positioned to take advantage of 4 trends with this Market America unfranchised system, unfranchised system. If you are new, you have never heard of the term of unfranchised business, you're absolutely normal, because it is a new breed and it's like a franchise and unlike a franchise. What is like a franchise is systemized, standardized, and uniform. It provides a great management system to allow you to track your business. And we have a lot of professional tools and training system. And also we got a huge market of market-driven product for us to service our customer, and not to mention the name brand and shop.com, people related to what it is automatically. But unlike a franchise, that you don't have to pay a huge lump sum of franchise fee, and you don't have to pay them monthly. Instead, they pay you on a weekly basis and very minimum startup expenses. And for people who's working on like 1 job, 2 job, or maybe both spouse working on a W-2. And this particular business is very good potential for tax advantage, for saving your tax. But of course, you have to check with your CPA to find out the detail. And there's no large overhead expenses, and there is no territorial restriction. I myself related tremendously, because I operate 3 photo shops, and I've been tight with those business, for 16 years. But right now, since I don't have any territory restriction, I own an international office called Starbucks. So everywhere I go, I have my cell phone, my iPad, I can do this business. So everybody started, and they can choose either part-time or full-time. For myself, I started about 3.5 years a part-time, and I fire my own boss, which is my business, and start going full-time in this business. And so there is very little risk. And once you fully digest, and if you still think about this business is risky, forget it. Don't try to go into business in the future, because all the business models out there, it takes a lot more capital and a lot more risk involved. So this business is basically, there is no risk at all. Well, the company founded in 1992, and Market America is a worldwide and a global product brokerage and internet marketing company that specializes in one-to-one marketing. And the headquarters is in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they employ about 850 people globally. And currently, we are operating in 8 different countries. And when you are considered going into business with a partner, and definitely you want to check it out, the credibility, the integrity, and the performance of this company, right? And so we are being credited by Better Business Bureau every single year with the A+ rating, which is the highest. And not only that, and among all the company they evaluated per year, and they give one company with this torture award. And we are the company that got twice awarded it, which is the only one in their history. And not just what we say, it's good. And we have the number to show for it. For the last 28 years, and the estimate cumulated retail sales is 9.4 billion. It's the B with a B, $1 billion, right? But of this amount, more than 50% of these retail sales, and they pay to the people who partner with them, what we call unfranchise owner, more than 50%. Well, there is a lot of company out there and they make a lot of money, but how many companies they're so generous to pay more than 50% to the people who work with them and work for them? And so not only that, you have a potential of making $300 to $3,600 per week income in this particular business. And through the last 28 years, and we have more than 500 people who make the commission over $1 million US. And then ongoingly, we have almost one every single month. People continue making a lot of money from this particular business. So you might think, I'm doing well, and I don't have any problem. I have a good job, and so on and so forth. Do I really need to look into this business opportunity? Well, this slide says a lot, because I remember 18 years ago when I look into this business, and it is this slide, it got me think twice. Because according to Social Security Department, that in average, people go to work at age of 20, and then they work till 65, now 67. So people work 45 years until they retire. And once they retire, to realize that only 5% of people made it to the financially fit, which means that after a hardworking 45 years, and they got the result that they are happy with it, so they can enjoy their retirement life. But unfortunately, 95% of people, they spend 45 years for making other people successful, the other 5%. And so they work on a plan for someone else's financial success, but not their own. Well, if any of you working for a big corporation, and think about it, how many people are actually making good money in that corporation? Well, it's about 5%. Those stockholders, those general managers, CEOs, or maybe the owner. And so in general, most people work through the whole 45 years. And what they found out is that, well, not only that they are not getting financially fit, and they have a lot of debt, student loans, credit card loans, car loans, and mortgage, and so on and so forth. And then Plus, if you want to make more money, you have to have a lot of money sitting in the bank. According to the survey here, you have to have $600,000 in order to make about $1,000 or more additional. And if according to Social Security survey, that most people, their retirement income is about 1,000 plus. I mean, in these days, I mean, how can you live on about $1,000 plus a month, right? And so that's why the person who invite you to come on today, it is like he probably, or he or she might probably think that you can use a 2 to 3 year plan. And so through this 2 to 3 year plan, and everybody have different objective to look into this plan. And some people want to make more money, and somebody wants to just pay down the debt, and somebody wanted to get more time freedom. And a lot of time that people within this 30-day lockdown, they do have time, but a lot of company, they don't pay for it, okay? And so some people wanted to get early retirement, financial freedom, and so on and so forth. But you, regardless what you want, and one thing is that these 2 to 3 year plan provides a residual income. What residual income is that giving you a lot of freedom, a lot of option to design your own lifestyle. And MarketAmericaShop.com is a product brokerage company. We have hundreds of exclusive products. And why it's important? Because anybody can be your own customer. We don't rely on the sales of single product or single line of product, and we can access to multi-billion-dollar markets. And also, whenever we identify a product line, well, we can bring it into our platform. Okay, and so we eliminate the burden of a manufacturer and allow the company to be flexible to face the market swing. And we are also an internet marketing company, and we got thousands of partner shops, including, we're going to be seeing a lot of logos, Walmart, Kmart, and Target, and Best Buy, and so on and so forth. And so other than the hundreds of exclusive products, and then what we do is that we take this platform to the people around us, and so they can register as our preferred customer with no cost at all. And so we understand every one of us, we are already a consumer. We spend money left and right. But how many times you actually, why you spend money and you get paid? Very, very seldom, and even never. So we have this concept of shopping annuity, is that it's a revolutionary concept that help people to convert their spending into earning through this unfranchised system. And so what we do is that what we provide this platform for people to come online to buying already what they're buying and go to those shops already that they're going to, but now using this system that we can convert those spending into our earning. So now it is the option, is the decision. Well, actually there is no decision to make. Well, most of us are already doing the 45-year plan. And now you got a 2 to 3 year plan. And which one do you choose? I hear no one. Well, of course, it's a webinar. I don't hear you. But if you did not make the choice, you're actually very smart, because you don't have to actually make a choice, one of the two, because you can still working on your 45-year plan, simultaneously take some time to work on the 2 to 3 year plan until someday you make more money on your 2 to 3 year plan, and you can fire your own boss on the 45-year plan. So a lot of time we're saying that, well, let's say tomorrow morning you step out of your house to go to work, and then you see there's two bills on the ground. One is $100 bill, one is $1. Which one do you pick up? Of course, both, right? So that is the beauty of the 2 to 3 year plan. And myself, I did it for 3.5 years before I switched to full time. And so I assume everybody is choosing the 2 to 3 year plan, right? Okay. Before we talk about how the commission is generated, I have to say this disclaimer. And just like anything else, for example, we all join a gym one time or the other, right? Do you ever subscribe a gym pass and then didn't go there for 6 months, and all of a sudden you find out you got a 6-pack? No, it's not going to happen. And so the success of any Market America unfranchised owner will depend upon the amount of hard work, talent, and dedication which he or she devoted to build his or her Market America business. So it's just like anything else. You have to put the sweat equity first to see the fruit of the labor. And so there are 5 steps to start our business. And first, what we do is to apply, just like any legal business, you have to apply. And once you see your benefit and your responsibility, you agree to it, you apply. Well, there's 2 ways to apply. And although one of the ways I'm going to be not saying too much, it's called sales rep. Basically, it doesn't cost you anything. And you start an account, you can buy and sell product almost like you're having a part-time job. So very few people choose this option, and most people choose as a unfranchised owner. So what you do is that you have to entitlement to get the product and sell it to your consumers, or you have the shop.com website. You can direct your customer to go to your shop.com to buy the product. And if they buy our exclusive product and you make a retail profit on top of commission later on, and also that you have a potential of making up to $3,600 in a week commission through this compensation plan. It does cost you $129.95 to start it for the first year, but we'll tell you there is a better way to do it. And as you started the business, the system, the company provides a lot of tools for you to use. For example, the Getting Started Guide, and it leads you how to run this business in the first 90 days. And there's a career manual, tells you the in and out of the business, and you got the training system, the audio system, and you got many websites, and we even got a global website that you can immediately sell our exclusive product to 150 countries. But the best part here, you are able to get coach and mentor by the experienced unfranchised owners. The people who came into the business before you can help you to get started on the business. I mean, it's not happening in a traditional business because out there is all competition. And number 2 step is that to create. Well, we are a product brokerage company, and currently we broker many different lines of very good products and health nutrition, age management, personal care, baby care, and so on and so forth. So if you're new, you definitely want to talk to the person who brought you online today to get to know about the isotonic line of product, because especially right now with the coronavirus, and everybody is so scared about this virus, and boost up your immune system currently is probably the best defense. So get to know about how good this product, and maybe test use this product, and it's best way to evaluate our business too. And we have many other lines, but the best of all is we are still having a lot of product coming soon because we are product broker, and so we can anytime identify the market trend. And also, we partner with thousands of partner shops and look at these logos, and probably many of them you have visited and you are a repeat customers. So through our shop.com, we can funnel our customers through our shop.com to go to buy all these products. We created internet business volume. And so the BV, what we mentioned about on the exclusive product, and the IBV, and those are the point system to be accumulated and also calculated for the commission later on through the compensation plan. And then the way to create BV and IBV is a personal use, because we are consumer too. And probably a lot of those shop, a lot of those products we mentioned earlier, that we are using it, maybe a different brand, maybe just a different platform. And so what we do is that we convert our spending. Of course, we can also tell our website to our customers around, and you're using this one-to-one marketing, which is now these days is the best way to leveraging is the social media. And you can post your testimonial, your product, your information on Facebook, Instagram, and social media. And the third step is to qualify. So once you accumulated 200 BV or product, and then you would have 2 accounts from then on, you can accumulate the BV and non-BV. But since you have to complete this step in order to accumulate them, so most of people, they started to complete this step at the very beginning, once they started the business. Of course, the company is helping us to promote this fast started program. There are 4 different programs. So once you are ready to make the decision, talk to the person who introduced you this business to evaluate which system is fit for you. And it's $429.95 plus tax, and it's even free shipping. And we mentioned about the starting subscription fee is $129.95. It's included. And so it's less than half of the cell phone or iPhone, and you can start this business and start making residual income. The 4th step is very important, as we keep mentioning that participate into this business is not only making income, it's an ongoing income and residual income. So we don't want to work on this business by ourselves. At one time, Bill Gates was in an interview, and the interviewer asking him that you are the wealthiest person on earth, and then you created Microsoft, such a good company. If you were to leave Microsoft, can you build another one just equally great company in 10 years? He said, definitely. But I will have to take 10 people out of Microsoft. So even the richest person on earth knows it's important to play teamwork. So we do the same thing. I don't want to work alone. So what I do is that after I completely understand this business, and what I do is that I'll just talk to people about the business opportunity. Of course, some do and some don't. So what is always next? So you talk to a few people, and finally Mark says, you know what? I mean, I wasn't in a position, but after this 30-day lockdown, it gave me a second thought. So I want to have a backup plan. Well, Mark came in. So you talk to a couple of people, and Kay says, you know what? Of all this time, I look at my parents, how they do their business, and I always want to go into business like them, but I don't know which business to go in. But now you told me about this great opportunity, I'm in. And so once they are in, you are activated. And then the next step is that you are helping Mark and Kay do the same thing, apply, create, qualify, and activate. And you will find out it's amazing that people lead to people. People lead to people. So once you started with Mark and Kay, and there are people coming out from Mark's network and somebody coming out of Kay's network, so your organization start to grow. But once you identify the 3rd person who wants to come in, you don't put it on the side to compete with Mark and Kay. Instead, you put it underneath Mark. And so whatever Matt does, and the BV, and goes up to Mark and you. And the same thing on the other side. And not to mention your senior partner on top of you can also put people underneath you and allow Dave and everybody, including you, to benefit. Of course, they're not giving up any of their benefit. It's amazing that this particular business, although we are individually running our own operation, but we have the economic benefit to each other. And don't forget that there is the online shopping on IBV too. So all these people and their people's customer go online to buy any partner stores items that you create IBV. And how commission is made. It's amazing that we have a tracking system. So the tracking system, it tracks daily who in your organization, including them or their customer, buy anything on today. And then all those BV accumulated, 100% flows up without level, without percentage. 100% infinitively go up to your account. Although the BV is tracked on daily, but the commission is calculated on weekly. So in California time, on Friday, 9 p.m., the system start to accumulate for the previous week, and whatever BV created below you and flow up to your account. Whichever week it sees you have 1,002 on the left, 1,002 on the right, it's automatically deposit into your account $300. But you ask, what if I got 1,000 on the left and 1,002 on the right? Well, you're not qualified yet, but it's okay. We give you 365 days to accumulate. So making money is not a matter of possible or not, it's just a matter of time. And so once you qualify the 1,000, 2,002, and you got $300, and you continue to accumulate and add another 1,002 becomes 2,004, and you got another $300 check or direct deposit, and you got another 1,002 becomes 3,600, and you got another 300, and finally, once you reach to 5,000, 5,000, and you got double 600. And so on these 4 levels of commission, once you complete this pay cycle, you total receive 1,005 in commission. And don't forget that on IBV, it's the same thing. And so once you got people buying those online shopping products, and then you accumulate this IBV, and then 1,002, 2,004, 3,006, and finally you reach 5,000, 5,000. So BV, you can get 1,005, IBV, you can get 1,005. So you have a potential of making a weekly income of 3,000 per business development center, which is what we call an online shop. And so as the organization grows, the time it takes to accumulate these 5,000, 5,000 is faster, faster, faster. So for some people, they might ask that, how long does it take to complete the first pay cycle? Well, we don't know because we don't know how much time and effort you put in. But in our normal circumstance, in our organization, people take about 3 months to 12 months to complete the first pay cycle. So let's say you are the very slowest one, or maybe I am the slowest one. It takes the whole year to complete the pay cycle. Well, I work part-time, 8 to 15 hours a week for 52 weeks. If I got 1,005, is that a lot of money? No. But as your organization grows, and the key is that if the second cycle is running faster than the first one, let's say the first one, it takes you 12 months, the second only takes 6 months. 6 months making 1,005 is not a whole lot of money, but your business is double up 6 months. That's very big and very fast. But what if the third one, it takes you 4 months? How about the next one is 3 months, 2 months, 1.5, 1 month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. So the objective in the business is that how we expand this organization to a point that there are enough people changing their buying habit and allow you to make 1,005 on the BV side and 1,005 on the IBV side on a weekly basis. In that case, you have a 3,000 per week earning potential. And there's more. And how do you make a management bonus? And actually, these particular businesses that they're rewarding you to help other people. It's unheard of, unlike the society that people always kind of like step on somebody to get ahead, right? In these particular businesses, that if the system sees you on that particular week, you complete the cycle 5,000, 5,000, one on the left, one on the right. And on that particular Friday, and you 3 of you complete the pay cycle, you got additional $600. So you're almost getting a 20% increase. And so you might think that, is that really that good? Is that too good to be true? And today, I mean, I have some partners and they are sharing with you that their experience and through the past experience and how do they make it into this business and the kind of level and that they're making in this business. And I would have Whitney to share with us her experience. And if you see the income that she's making, it's mind-boggling. And she's also a $1 Million Club member. Hey, Whitney, it's yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Steve. Guys, thank you for joining us on this call in our UBP right now. Like Steve was saying, in my background personally, I am a second generation Market America owner. My mom started her business 23 years ago. And during that time growing up, I realized, it wasn't until I started working for myself did I really see the value in a business like this, right? In reality, when you're working for someone, there's always going to be a glass ceiling that you can work up to, right? Even if you're the position right below the owner, there's only a certain amount that you can earn. And I realized, especially now when employers and businesses are deeming people essential and non-essential, I realize this is the point now where it is so prudent, right, to make sure that you are essential to yourself at least. People might be able to put you in a box. People might be able to leave you something, whether you're essential or non-essential. But if you're essential to yourself, if you create a business for yourself where you can constantly be earning money and constantly having to worry about just you and yourself and the business that you build, that's an amazing opportunity, right? So because of that, that's when I realized this is crucial to have your own business, especially a home-based business, because you don't want to be stuck out there not knowing what your future might be if something like this happens again, right? So guys, protect yourself, protect your income, right? Make something as a safety net because you never know what's going to happen. So now I'm more than thankful and so grateful that I have this business and that my mom provided this business for us and for me to grow. So that's my background. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you, Whitney. And next we have Helena to share with us.
Hi, everyone. This is Helena. I have a background in finance. I'm director of finance and healthcare. I make great income, but I work really long hours. I work from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., 6 to 7 days out of the week for my job with one-way commute, an hour commute, one way to work when I started the business. So you're probably wondering, why am I still doing this business or why I started it? Well, I wanted a tax deduction for my existing job. And also I wanted to make a little bit passive income if it's possible. I really didn't know if I'm gonna make it. I was just so tired of working. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I just know that, there's an education system, as Steven mentioned about this is a system, so they can help me to do it. I know it doesn't require a lot of money or time. I just need to be persistent about it. Right. So like 2 years into the business, I took calculated risk. I figured the worst case, I can get over 10,000 in tax refund because of the business. I really have nothing to lose. So I was already making close to 6-digit annual income when I was into the business for 2 years. I feel blessed every day, especially right now during this coronavirus time. A lot of my friends are losing their traditional business. So I strongly encourage everybody to leverage this time while you're working from home to learn online business, make extra income, and use it as a backup plan. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, we have Ted to share with us.
Hi, everyone. This is Ted. I used to be an engineer, primarily involved in the design and construction management. I ran into this business a long time ago. After several evaluations when we first ran into it, we were attracted to not only the wonderful product, potential tax advantage, but primarily the flexible, part-time basis program. And with such a little investment, we decided to give it a try. And it turned out to be one of our best decisions in our life for me and the family. In fact, we followed the system, worked about 2 to 3 years time. We were able to build a solid 6-digit income from this part-time business. And my wife was able to actually retire from her job. And we continue to build this on a part-time basis. And our income keeps rising even today on a part-time basis. It's truly amazing business for our guests tonight. And I think the bottom line question is whether you want to work for yourself. And especially with the established shop.com system. And that's really, the question for everybody. So with that, I just want to thank you for your time. And, but more importantly, I think it would be great if you, my recommendation is to you to set up another appointment with your friend who invited you to, for this business evaluation. Thank you again.
Thank you. And so for people, you are a guest tonight, and if you are fully understand what our system is, you are a genius. Well, actually today, because of the time constraint, we don't have a full presentation. As you can see on the title slide, it says abbreviated version. So what you wanted to do definitely is that to meet up with the person who invite you to come into our presentation and get to know, and you would be amazed by that the second time you hear it, and there's something that you did not catch on the first time, and you're more understanding it. It's about if the third time you listen to it, and once you fully understand, man, you can't even sleep. And so so for some people, might probably think that can this work for me? But of course, the person who brought you here, and also they are thinking about, are you the one right for the business? Because right now it's in the evaluation stage, and you evaluate our business, and we also evaluate you, because this particular business, you have the potential to make residual income, which means that for the rest of our life, we partner together. So by knowing if we are the right person, you have the skill, the attitude, that what it takes to do this business is what we concern. So I don't know what guarantee I can give you, but one thing is for sure: if you don't try anything, everything stays the same. So you definitely want to seriously look into the business. So I encourage you to set up an appointment to get your question answered. Maybe try some of our product, because we are a product brokerage company, and the product is the soul of our business. Try our product and try to go to our website, start earning cash back, and maybe attending the next event or so, because since right now we're in the lockdown stage, and we probably got a lot more online presentations. So just check out what the person who brought you in, or maybe don't think too much, because it's less than half a cell phone. And so started the business and try it now, and hopefully that for the next several years, and you would taste that residual income. And right here, thank you very much, and stay safe. Thank you very much.